How do we add on to our home without really adding on? Create an indoor out room from a patio that we can't utilize all year long because of the elements, or a porch that we avoid because of bugs and mosquitoes. Monster Home Services has some great ideas, including some innovative new designs in screens, like privacy screens, pet screens, and ways to create your new favorite room in your home. I'm Devin O'Day, and this is our Main Street Virtual Home Show with Monster Home Services. We are in an amazing screened-in porch. It's not even a porch. I mean, the porches have a whole new way of looking. I'm going to go around and kind of give you an idea. What used to be a patio or an outdoor kitchen, whatever, now it's a usable room. And we've got Big J here, Jameson Siebert from Monster Home Services.
That's correct.
And tell us a little bit about the company and what you do.
Well, I actually used to work for a lot of larger companies that built these type of products. And then I actually went into the wholesale industry, and I was actually distributing these screen room products to those larger companies around town. And I decided that, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. And since I kind of knew what the prices were they were paying, I could kind of set it to where we could take something like this, which was an existing patio, and then screen it in and make it more affordable for the homeowner without having to pay the large marketing, big commercials and things like that. So far we've been very, very successful with it. We have several colors to choose from. This particular unit here has privacy screen on it. Now notice how we can see really good from that, from the inside out, but 15 feet away you cannot see inside of this room.
Privacy screen.
That's
I've
right.
never even heard of that.
We have several types of screen material. Another thing that we do is we always want these screens here, we always want them to be tight. We don't ever want them to get loose. So we actually use a special spline product that actually goes into a track and causes that screen to stay tight. A lot of people use what's called a round spline, like for instance, in a window. This window here has what's called a round spline in it. And what we have found is that round spline, if the wind gets blowing hard, what happens is as it moves against these large screens, that a round spline will actually turn. So we actually use a special spline that's a flat spline. It goes into the track and it really locks it in so that, a lot of times people will put up a screen room and the screen room will breathe in a few years, where the screen's loosened up and they have to pull a strip off and tack it back up. Well, this product right here, they're always going to stay tight like this. 5 years, 8 years from now, this screen is always going to stay tight. It's always going to be able to bounce a dime off of it. So it's going to give you that nice, clean look that you want on your home. And the product that we use, this is a baked on enamel finish product. And it's not like what we call a powder coat finish. So this product here is not going to chip, crack, fade, peel, become an eyesore. This product's going to stay looking good for a lifetime. So you're going to have a nice, tight, aerated screen room. We also have pet screen. We have super screen. There's several different screen materials we can use. This is probably the most popular, especially in the newer neighborhoods where your neighbor might be a little closer. And we love our neighbors, don't get us wrong, but we kind of want our own privacy too if we're out here in the evening, or if you have a hot tub in your screen room or something like that, and you just like a little more privacy in it. We're going to give that to you, but we have these in bronze, white, we have them in a wheat color, we have them in clay colors, and we can kind of build them however you want, however many doors you want. They have vinyl sweeps, and the biggest thing that people buy screen rooms for is to keep the pest and stuff out of your, mosquitoes and things like that, bees, bugs, spiders, all of that out of their house. The great thing about screen rooms is we go outdoors a lot of times. I'm a big barbecue guy, so I like to go out and cook ribs and things like that on the grill. But we end up cooking outside, and then we take the food inside to get away from the flies and the bugs.
Right.
So when you can go out and cook, whether it be interior like this one here or exterior, you come back into your screen room, you're still enjoying the outdoors. You can come out here for parties, Bible study, Just meeting with friends. It just gives you that outdoor experience to where you can be outdoors but indoors in all seasons.
Well, see, you mentioned something that I want to ask about, and that's pet screen. Now, what is that? Is that something?
Well,
I'm a
screen-
pet person, so I'm always. What is a product that keeps a pet in?
Well, what I tell people a lot of times is sometimes they'll have a fenced-in backyard like this, and if they have a squirrel come through the yard, I know my German Shepherd would love to get to that squirrel. And pet screen is designed for their claws and stuff not to tear the screens up. So it's a little bit of an upgrade, except what it does is it can withstand that dog or cat or something.
Cats are awful on screens.
Terrible. But what it does is it's a lot tougher. It's a thicker screen. And once again, you can still get it in privacy. It can be darkened a little bit. It can be, but it's a great product. A lot of times I tell people, if you'll just put a doggy door in your screen room, and your dog or cat realizes that is their exit to go get the squirrel or the bird or whatever they're actually chasing down, they'll never really tear the screen. A lot of people don't think about that. So once they have access to outside, they know how to get there without going through your screens as well.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but
nice.
a lot of different options. We can do picket screen rooms. If we're up off a deck, we want to make sure we have a sheer rail. Or if they want those, those pickets, that kind of country look, we can put picket screen rooms in. A lot of times people will want a screen room and they'll have just an empty deck. And what we will do is we'll come in first and just build the top because they want a patio cover. It's too hot to walk out on the deck. You can't use it. You want to sit up under a metal roof or something that sounds nice when you're sitting outside. So we'll come in and do the top first and then stage it and come back in the spring or whenever you want. And we can actually take our products and come in and do under existing after that, so you can stage your project. And if that makes it a little more affordable, that's going to help you as well.
Oh, wow. This is fantastic. Well, how do they get in touch with you?
If you want to contact Monster, you call 615-509-4375. Amber will pick up the phone. We don't use commission salespeople. No sales guy's going to come out to your house and pound your table or anything like that. You're going to deal directly with the owner, myself. We're going to come out, we're going to measure it, we're going to give you a price for it. Your price is good for 30 days. Aluminum and wood right now are actually a commodity, but we're going to give you a price that's going to be good for 30 days. It's really not a pressure type of thing, but I think you'll find in using Monster that you're going to compare that and you're going to see a lot more fair and reasonable prices. And you're going to end up with a screen room that actually has a 25-year warranty on it, even on the finish. So
25-year warranty. That's unbelievable. Well, let's just kind of do another 360 around this. And we were talking now, just a little aside, this particular home where we are right now is the developer of this whole community. He is a builder and he builds a lot, and he outsourced to Monster Home Services to get this done. So that tells you the quality of what you do. And I love this. It's an outdoor kitchen, and yet it's got all the indoor wonderful things because you can keep the flies out. The hardest thing when you're starting to, oh, look at that big old green egg over there. Everybody loves cooking outdoors and having the grill, and all the guys. I love the fact that they have an LSU ice bucket too. I'm just going to say, go Tigers. This is really, really cool, and it gives everybody a chance to enjoy another part of their property. And we were talking with the developer how he can use Velcro and put some plastic sheeting up when it gets really cold out here, and still with the fireplace, they can still come out here and have good ball game time.
yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if you want a quality product, you want a fair and reasonable price, and you want to do business, we do business with a lot of professional companies, a lot of new developments. A lot of the new developments out there are kind of just putting a slab out back. But if you really want to enjoy the backyard area, no matter what it is, whether it's on a hill or on a slope or up on a deck, screen rooms are beautiful overlooking, a backyard of the property. I always tell people, remember, you're not just paying taxes on the front of the property, you're paying taxes on the back, so why not go ahead and enjoy it?
I have a lot of friends that put in pools that have said, I really regret I didn't spend that same money on an indoor out room.
Yes. Yeah, and they're used for so many different things. Like I said, people put hot tubs in them. They put this nice grill set. We didn't put this particular one in, but they put those in them. They put fireplaces in them. Sometimes they, if they don't want to pay for a fireplace, which can sometimes be, not as economical, they'll use the little clay pits or the non-smoldering, so that it doesn't get a lot of smoke and stuff in the room. They use outdoor little heaters in the fall, but like I said, there's just so many different uses for it. And what we found, and what others have found as well, is this tends to be the favorite room in the house.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great idea for everybody watching our virtual home show. And a big thank you to our virtual home show sponsor, Spontaneous. Spontaneous is a song game, and this would be a perfect place to play Spontaneous. I can see with the double tables in here that probably family game night would be perfect in an indoor out room. You can go to songgame.com and always remember our friends at Monster Home Services. Screened-in activity rooms, outdoor kitchens, family game rooms that are outside, or great places to have friends over to watch the game. Monster Home Services has got great ideas. They're in Joelton, Tennessee, working all over the mid-state. And if a builder contractor calls them to do their work, they must, 1, be really good, and 2, be very affordable. Check out Monster Home Services for all they do, from covered porches, maintenance-free gutters, and basement encapsulations. Stay tuned for more of the Main Street Virtual Home Show, brought to you by Spontaneous, a great game to play in one of the family rooms created by Monster Home Services. To get your family some instant fun, go to songgame.com.